Fudeu.
Meu Deus.
Fudeu de vez!
My lady, who are these two?
Ah, será que ela é algum tipo de nobre?
Acertou, miserável.
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happen to notice. I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Ih, rapaz.
Eita.
Nossa mãe, agora fudeu.
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for... And if I refuse to go? It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated.
Oh.
But if you insist on not going, then I'll have... Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. How much?
Eu não vou acabar presa porque eu sou rica! Eu sou rica!
Wait, what?
Puta que pariu, que filha da puta.
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? My lady, this isn't about Mora.
Eu discordo.
I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience and knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt you. No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. And I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. I still won't, and every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for mother and father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me, because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same. This is my life and my last chance. My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful? Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me. Fine, I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because... Thank you, Dia. Sorry for... don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the... Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a lift. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. Okay, deal.
Ajuda o maluco, tá doendo!
I'm fine, really. My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're all right. I'm sorry for worrying you too. You don't mind,
Ih,
Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now.
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it, huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself?
Thank you, sir. There's no need. I don't have a lot. Please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating.
pai, você já fez um par de slime, pelo amor de Deus.
Eu estou irritada! Dunyarzad, we had a lot of people when we first arrived. No one's interested in lesser...
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dungeon Archon? Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me stuck inside and couldn't make any friends. And my parents did their best to find treatments for me. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that then one night, I woke up alone in my room, terrified. That moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You... For real? How can I explain this? Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking
bonito.
After that, the voice said, okay. Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice came beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was the lush. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but I know that voice was a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of that. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Andrarch. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help her.
What's the Sumeru festival?
She's
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Mukadabata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. But because of the academia's influence, people gradually lost interest in the festival. The academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Mukadabata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zero's fest, maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as the confirmation of Greater Lord Mukadabata's death.
Aw, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us?
Just remember that we're still out in public.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before. So, recently, I made a friend there who also follows. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding.
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared. So I had Nilu sell one of. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today and see how things are coming along.
Dear, sure. That's quite the trip, though.
Okay, no, that would be too much.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if it,
But of course, Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested. Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, dude,
Que coisa mais linda.
it was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught.
You can say that, but everything worked.
not completely.
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City.
So your followers from another land? That's what? You do absolutely must miss the Sai's festival. By the way, Dia's, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular.
Thanks to you, you're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough more?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on,
E
I'll show
tá.
you.
Estão tudo. Pobre. Tudo pobre.
Last time I was near the stairs with the wall.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Yesterday, we reported it to them for being many times, but they never said anything to do. They didn't want anything back from me.
Probably because it was the theater asking.
Quem será?
As she danced upon the grass, how it was beautiful, how those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, oh, if only time could stop at this very moment.
Parece um pouco triste.
Really? Oh, you probably mean because although we aren't around anymore, they're preserving our tradition of dance. This afternoon, though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the good you of all people will definitely be able to convey our wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you're the they symbolize the colors of flowers after all. Yeah. The greater one thoughtful happy songs in memory of the goddess of flowers. Thinking of the goddess of flowers dance makes me wish I could put my stage where anything like So, Traveler in Paimon, all of Lesser Lord Casanelli's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good afternoon. So how about we all attend the SOCIAS festival together? Let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so that everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Casanelli.
Choro! Que legal! Ué, também tem um.
É possível.
Think of it. I've only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break.
Oh, hey! It's the Traveler in Paimon.
Whoa. Break? Katheryne sure seems a lot less formal than usual. I'm still waiting for her to say,
Sure. Standing behind the counter, but saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. But take you two, for example. You travel across Tibet to enrich your lives and gain
traveling across Tibet and all that, but we're mainly looking for
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for
someone say something pretty simple.
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving. Oh,
We'll see you next time. The Adventurers Guild. By the way, thanks for connecting.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You
Tchau, tchau.
Hey, traveler. I've got something to tell you. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet lesser.
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place. I'm sorry I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dun. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time.
You should have a whole lot happier than when we first met, Dia.
It's called being a professional.
Dia's blushing.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person... Hey, Chief.
What are you doing here?
I take it you all...
For the adventures.
No kidding. So, where's Rookshaw? I thought I'd help these two out by asking...
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered... Since you've already mentioned the theft.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the den...
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Yeah. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the matter, but also enlisted our help in the search.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha. Now, if you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as...
Tem um motivo
Serious,
especial.
Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know.
You're also interested.
Count me out. I've got plenty. And take it from me. If you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you best watch. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement.
You bet they are. The Scarlet King's been dead for thousands of years.
Escalarte.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god. Well, traveler, that's...
Since we could for the moment, Sumeru.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zero. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zero.
Забуду имя любимое мое, твое имя, имя любимое.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spice of the highest quality.
You got a deal.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict. But does the...
Really? Huh? Guess that's a... Ooh. Let's get it. We know that whatever the Academia lost, it's what... Well, again. Well, even more suspicious going around. Well, get the people that come through here every day. If there's any information...
Welcome.
Here, we'd like to ask you a question.
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos you see over there? Those are students from the Academia.
Eles parecem bem
They've been looking worried
ocupados.
and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we...
Those students seem to be discussing something.
Bora.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be, especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Rexar is starting to get fed up with them.
They're called Ain el Akhmar. Today, I heard...
Wait, come again?
Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods... I've heard that Ain el Akhmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora...
Wait, did you say 500,000?
Meio milhão?
Fudeu.
Fudeu.
That much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess
Procurando o quê?
give up on trying to...
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge?
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way.
Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge. So, what's your plan?
Vamos tentar falar com alguém dos eremitas.
Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to help.
Aham.
Right. But that should agree to part.
A gente tem muita coisa, muitas informações.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, he'll be the first at the ball.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed...
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring up...
What these guys talk about is the Scarlet...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Traidora?
Yeah. I'm wondering what they...
Who are you? What do you want?
Eu sou viajante.
A traveler? A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Puxa.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Akbar are devout belief years ago the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization. Far beyond anything else, the Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom. But he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land, where we... Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and... The story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't, mark my words, our god shall return. And when that date comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.